1923 has featured a number of graphic sequences in addition to revealing the most recent chapter in the Yellowstone timeline, which takes place over a century before the events from the original television drama. It has brought to our attention how much Duttons had to suffer before reaching the current 2023 events. To acquire and maintain the enormous ranches, their ancestors fought their worst enemies. It's true that the first season, 1923, became our all-time favorite in a short period of time. We would like to see more of it, and we would also like the producers to extend it for a second season. Continue watching the video until the end if you have any additional questions. Hey, subscribe and press the bell before we do this together. Will there be a second season of Icon in 1923? The Yellowstone film industry is still expanding. Taylor Sheridan claims that what began as a single show about the dramas that the current Dutton family faces on their Montana ranch has since produced numerous spin-offs, such as Season 2 of the prequel series 1923, starring Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren, which follows a previous generation of Duttons as they settle in the America West. 1923, which looks at the early 20th century when the Mountain West is affected by epidemics, an unprecedented drought, and the end of Prohibition. Additionally, the Duttons, whom the locals refer to as home, will have left for another part. A release date has not yet been revealed. Paramount Plus stated prior to the final 3 seasons. When Sheridan's schedule will allow him to work on the upcoming episodes of the Duttons of 1920 trilogy is unknown. It appears that Harrison Ford has declared his intention to return, given the number of projects he is currently working on, which range from Netflix originals like Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King, and Lioness to other Yellowstone-related shows like Four Sixes. In February, Ford discussed his production schedule. Interview with The Hollywood Reporter, he appears to confirm that he and Jacob will return for the second season, which will excite fans. Ford made the comment in reference to both the Apple TV Plus series and his work on 1923. Then came Shrinking, and 1923 followed very quickly with both of them. Assuming that the project's creators would provide me with a solid script, I accepted the position. Although nothing has been announced yet, there is a good chance that some of those performers will return for a subsequent season. Additionally, given that a number of characters have already passed away during the season, there is a lot more room for speculation. The prequel series to Yellowstone, will more be available? 1923 required a great deal more effort than I had anticipated, but I truly believe it was well worth it. I can't wait to work on both for the following season. Although Ford's comeback hasn't been officially confirmed, his statement gives us a first look at who we might see in the show's next episode, along with Portage and Marin. The creator of the show is currently discussing 2 additional shows for the world of Yellowstone. One show would take place in the 1960s, the other in the 1940s. The Duttons' interactions with historical events as they ran their ranch were the focus of each series. The Yellowstone spin-off series of Four Six is another project Sheridan is working on. The characters in Four Sixes will be cowboys, and the Four Sixes Ranch is a famous cattle ranch in Texas. The Four Sixes spin-off of Yellowstone is another project Sheridan is working on. In the second season, what will we see? The Dutton family has already lost John Sr. and Emma after a terrible attack by enraged sheepherders that killed John and drove Emma to kill herself. Their son Jack is not only engaged to Liz, who is expecting, but he is also determined to take revenge on the murderers of his parents after being shot multiple times. A threat is threatening the patriarch of the farm, Jacob, and his wife is doing her best to keep everything together, while wealthy developers make their way onto the property. As Tahana escapes her barbaric government private school, a fight for the ages is anticipated, and the upcoming season will see multiple storylines connect. It would be interesting to learn how the date, the Duttons, and the adolescent Rainwater are connected. We anticipate a lot of new perspectives on the Dutton ancestors in the upcoming season, as the proper establishment of the ranch would also be more interesting to watch. Since Spencer Dutton's life will be exceptional, the second season of 1923 would be much more exciting to watch. Who will we see in the second season? With the exception of new cast members who have not been revealed and some unfortunate members who did not make it to the end of Season 1, such as Sister Mary, the cast of Season 2 is easy to anticipate. The rumored members of the Season 2 cast are listed below. Harrison Ford played Jacob Dutton, Helen Mirren, Cara Dutton, Brendan Schlenner played Spencer Dutton, Julia Schlafer was Julia's Alexandra, Jerome Flynn portrayed Banner Crustacean, Darren Mann portrayed Jack Dutton. Brian Garagti plays Zane Davis. Nina Nez portrayed Tiana Rainwater. The Tally, Michelle Randolph-Straff. Timothy Dalton portrays Donald Whitfield. To remain refreshed, buy in and press the chime symbol. Also, please share and like our videos.